And good morning, YouTube people out there watching this channel. I hope everybody's doing all right today. It's the old soldier coming at you from Robeson County, North Carolina, on day whatever it is of the stay your butt at home if you have to, or don't got to go anywhere deal, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it lockdown, other people calling it quarantine, others are calling it self-imposed quarantine. I don't know what to call it other than really not much change to my lifestyle. Considering I was only going to work 2-3 hours a day, come home, stay home the rest of the day. So anyway, come out here and look at the vegetable garden. I've got to get a fence around it in the coming days so that the critters don't get into it and tear it to pieces. You can see, I don't know how well you can see all that. You see, got my rows, my furrows, everything's planted, it's in the ground. We're going to see how that works this year. Of course, I showed you the other day. Well, sorry about that, had clumsy fingers. Yeah, like I said, I showed y'all the other day the planter boxes for the taters. Got them down in there. Like I said, we got some onions and carrots and corn and, all the good stuff a growing old soldier needs, right? But anyway, folks. So I keep hearing this debate about this package that's going to come out for small businesses. There's debate about whether the businesses can use it as a loan versus a grant. Sounds like they still got a lot of details to work out in order to help the small businesses, but I really hope that they get the logistics of that package worked out. But here's what I'm hoping, folks, and we talked about this earlier in the week, and I'll talk about it again now. If anything comes out of all this, regardless of how it got here, hopefully them doggone big old corporations are going to step up and take note that, one, China cannot be trusted. Two, that China is doing everything they can to undercut our economy. Three, China don't give a darn about anybody but themselves. And with those things being said, hopefully big business will start talking about soon taking all their operations out of China and bringing them back home to the good old US of A. Now, at a minimum, bringing it back to the North American continent. Woo. Yeah, my sinus is all pollen in here. But anyway, like I said. But anyway, that's really all that's going on here today at the old soldier's little old homestead down here in Robeson County, North Carolina. Getting ready to go online here in a minute and check on the progress or lack of progress my two students are making. And we'll see what has been done there and what's going on with that. But anyway. But yeah, that's the other thing that needs to come out of this is some of these rural areas like this county here in North Carolina. Hopefully now the state legislatures will take heed to what's going on and get the investment in the infrastructure in these rural counties so that these schools can do a better job with online content. And I'm not faulting where I work at. I mean, they had to work with what they had on the timeline they had. My thing too is Not just the schools that have been aware of it since the 2 major hurricanes in recent years hit here, but the state. The state has been woefully aware of this for many years. And I'm not pointing fingers at whether you got priorities, but I'm just hoping that now this will become a priority in the state's eyes, that these rural counties need the investment in the infrastructure for wireless technology to get things out to people. Okay. When Matthew hit, Matthew really wreaked some devastation down here in Robeson County. And then when Florence come through, you still had people still hadn't fully recovered from Matthew when Florence come through. The only difference being was the rivers and the water tables weren't at flood level per se when Florence hit, but Florence still did some substantial damage. I mean, we were out of power here for 9 days. Okay. Fortunately, I had a generator and I got my backup solar pack. But other people weren't as fortunate. And it makes me where the state's priorities are going. And that's the other thing. This state has the lottery. It's supposed to be the education lottery. But sometimes I really truly wonder where that money actually goes. You got a lottery that people are paying millions and billions of dollars into, and these schools are still needing money in the form of grants to get things, to get teachers' salaries up. To all you politicians out there, y'all gonna have to re-explain that one to me all day long, twice on Sunday. From my understanding, when North Carolina passed their lottery legislation, there was a little old clause that was put in it that allows them to divert funds out of that lotto fund from education to other things. I'm just starting to wonder what the heck they're investing in, because there's parts of the state that could really use some of that money to fix things. Roads, schools. So, anyway, folks, I'm going to cut this off right now. Y'all be safe. Try not to get the coronavirus. Okay? If you've got to get a virus, get the Budweiser or the Coors, but don't get the corona. Little humor there. No, in all seriousness, keep doing what the doctors are saying to do. Okay? Practice your social distancing. Don't go out if you ain't got to. All right? Just stay safe. And we will talk to y'all later. It's the Old Soldier out.